my philosophy of negotiating is figure out how to get the other person a win. And if you can do that, you can probably figure out how to get yourself a win too. So I struggled negotiating with this guy because I couldn't really figure out what he wanted. I couldn't figure out what a win was for him. And usually when you can't figure out what a win is for the other team, you end up losing. And so we talked it out. We came to a point where we agreed on specifics on a deal moving forward. And we were going to sign a deal, here just, a couple days later, maybe even the next day. And my big thing with him was predictability. We need to figure out what the specifics are, and then it needs to look that way so that I know what my life looks like for the next year or so. So we came to the terms, and as a result of coming to the terms, I, brought in another party. I brought in another partner of mine and introduced the two of them. And, it looked like we were going to do like a big 3-way partnership type thing. And about 24 hours later, he texted me, and without having the decency of saying, hey, I messed up, he essentially said, the deal is off. Here's what's happening. And we had already come to terms on this. And I called him on it. And his position, which I just thought was the most ridiculous thing in the world, was, well, there wasn't a negotiation. We were just talking about like different possibilities of things we could do, which was nuts because that was not the case. We came to a conclusion. We came to a specific. I said, yeah, that'll work. We can move forward with that. I did.
It was like a handshake agreement.
Yeah, it was a handshake agreement. 24 hours later, over text, no less, which is, if you need to screw somebody, guys, have the courage to do it to their face or at least on the phone, not over text. So he texted, essentially the deal was off. I called him and was like, dude, what the heck? Like, we agreed on this. He said, no, we didn't. It was just, we were talking about possibilities. And I called him on this. And the big issue here was you broke your word. Like, this is what you said we would do. You changed your mind on this. And his response was, well, did we have a contract? Which was hilarious because he just admitted that we did come to terms on this. We did negotiate. We did come to a conclusion.
And he was trying to pull a contract card on you saying, oh, it wasn't in writing, so I don't have to hold my end of the deal.
Right.
Yes.
So I called him on this and said, dude, you need to grow up and you need to realize that business is based on trust. If you want more customers, you need people to trust you. Your reputation is the most important thing that you have. And if you don't have it, no one will hire you ever again. No one will do a deal with you ever again. And this kill or be killed, this mentality of I want to win today, and who cares what bridges I have to burn, I'm going for a win. People think that that's business. They think that it's any way you can steal or cheat or sneak anything you can get in, that's your measure as a businessman. Totally the opposite.
And here's the thing. He did win that battle. He won the battle because in his mind, he just didn't want to do what they agreed on. And so he backed out of it and he wins, right? The problem is he loses the war.
Yeah.
His reputation is damaged now. He's not getting any more money from Chris. There's no more 3-way partnership there. In the long run, this guy has lost out on so much potential income. And this brings up a point. And that point is, and this is a very important point, a part of this podcast that we wanted to discuss, and that is every single action you take in your business, or sometimes inaction you take in your business, will affect, in one way or another, it will affect your total lifetime potential earnings.